NVIDIA announced their 4000 series of GPUs this week, Mr. Black, with some absolutely monstrous pricing. They can't, unfortunately, make all their money through advertising, unlike some around here, so they have to charge increasing amounts of money for people to buy graphics cards to play Uno on their PCs at incredible 4K resolutions. The 4090, Mr. Black, set to launch at $1,600 US. Eye-watering. And keep in mind, that's their MSRP, which means
it's gonna be
you can add like $300 to $400 to that before they fucking get anywhere near the hands of somebody. So you can assume close to $2,000 US, which means in Canada you're close to $3,000 for a 4090. And it doesn't get a hell of a lot better. So you step down to the 4080, and the 4080 has two models. It has a 12 gig model, which is completely useless, by the way, and nobody should buy it because it's supposed to be for 4K graphics, right? 12 gigs of RAM is like your absolute entry point of VRAM for 4K in any stressful environment. So you don't even ignore that. They had that listed for $800 US. But don't fucking go anywhere near it. That's going to be dead in the water. Nobody should be buying that shit. The next one that's also a 4080 is their 16 gig model. Now that one has enough VRAM for the purpose it was designed for. Unfortunately, it's $1,200 US. So you're paying $400 more to get access to what that card is technically supposed to be for, which is 4K gaming. So that's kind of fucked up. Those are the only two, as usual, when they announce these. They don't show you the 4070 or the 4060, the mid and upper mid-range cards. But one could assume that those will be in the neighborhood of probably $650 for the 4070 and about $400 and something for the 4060 when they do eventually come around. And to answer Shady's question, is this because of the microchip shortage? No, it is not. This is NVIDIA just testing the waters with how far they can push this shit into the fucking sun. It has nothing to do with it.
Well, the only way it's going to change is people just stop paying these ridiculous prices for these cards. But like, I never. This is one segment that and we shouldn't stay on this forever because
there's nothing else to say about it other than that.
But I'll say one thing because I normally shut the fuck up through all this fucking tech talk because it just means nothing to me. I don't know how they continue to sell these many cards because there's a new one. We talk about a new graphics card, Adam, every 3 months. I shit you not. There's a new fucking series out. It feels like every goddamn 3 months. Like
it's not that frequently, but they have like a half step every like 6 to 9 months after the arrival of, and then it's once every couple of years you get an actual refresh like this one versus the 3000 series. It does. Okay, I know to you it seems like we're on this shit all the time.
Bro, we talk about graphics cards every fucking 3 months, and we're talking about prices.
We talked about Intel the other time. That was what you're thinking of last time. Okay. Intel's specifically for like encoding video on the last one.
Yeah, dude. I bought my 2080 Ti. I think that's what I got, a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, begrudgingly because your shit died.
My shit literally caught on fire, and I had to go and buy one, right? And I paid like $2,000 for it. No joke.
So much money.
I absolutely got fucked. But here's the deal: my graphics card works perfectly fine.
Oh yeah,
it plays all games, all like brand new game come out right now. It would crush it. Why in the sweet fuck are people going out and spending $1,600 US for graphics cards that you don't even need right now? Like, I mean,
bro, listen.
We're in a goddamn recession.
Listen.
Where people like?
You want to know the secret to this? You want to know the fun part about this? These have gotten. It's not just the upfront cost now, Mr. Black. These cards take up. Some of these cards take up 4 PCIe slots.
That's so fucking dumb. And then you got to go buy a jumbo motherboard for $1,000 to
You can buy a motherboard that supports it. But
a battery or a fucking power supply.
They come with a stand to hold it up because it would rip the fucking motherboard to pieces because it weighs so much. Then you know what the minimum power supply requirement is that they're stating?
What do you need, like fucking 800?
850 if you have an AMD system. If you're running Intel, you should really be thinking about 1200 watts at this point. because the Intel chips are getting thirstier and thirstier, and these graphics cards are pulling like 500 watts.
Why? Like
Just
why?
just the graphics card.
I just don't get it. Like
500 watts.
I just don't feel bad. Like, listen, the ones that are buying these cannot complain. The ones that are buying these cards, they just can't complain about these prices, man, because it's not even the card. It's like going to buy a Ferrari. Okay, you go to buy a Ferrari, and they're like, man, this fucking Ferrari is $400,000. Holy shit, this is fucking expensive. But the ones that are buying it should be rich, right?
Yes.
They should be rich.
Yeah.
But then when you buy the Ferrari, they don't realize that it's going to cost you $3,000 for an oil change. You want new tires on there, you want new rubbers, and you're going to go through a set every year, bare minimal. You're driving a Ferrari, okay?
You leave the driveway, that's half the tread on your tire.
That's going to cost you another $5,000 right there. Just your upkeep maintenance a year will cost you like $12,000 a year. Insurance ain't no joke. Gas? Huh. So, it's the same thing with these graphics cards. You're going to go spend $1,600 on a graphics card, but then you're going to need to go spend $1,000 on a motherboard. Then you're going to need to go spend $500 on a fucking PSU. Then you're going to need to go and fucking spend whatever else the fuck you need to spend to get all this shit going. So get fucked. You want to buy a $2,000 graphics card, get ready to own a $7,000 PC to run it. Then we're going to talk about the power that you're actually going to use to fucking run the damn thing.
500 watts, bro.
Like,
500 just for the graphics card.
It's just
some of the processors are at 350 to 400 now.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
People are, you know what the equivalent, people don't understand this. Some of these systems are pushing a point now where they're almost the equivalent of running a high-powered blender in your kitchen the entire time you're gaming.
Yes.
You're drawing over 1,000 watts from your wall, constant.
All day.
All day you're gaming.
Yep.
Your power bill will literally go up hundreds of dollars just from putting that GPU in your fucking PC. Here's the problem though, and why it's a bit of an issue, is that what they do is they discontinue older cards really quick. They pull them off shelves even faster, and your only options, like when you went in and you had to buy yours, you don't have. You get fucked. You don't have an option. You literally you have to. Well, here's the option, and what I think is going to happen. You know what looks really good? An Xbox Series X with Game Pass.
Looks real fucking good right now.
I see you got right there.
Looks real good.
Right there. Mini refrigerator.
Hey, there's your $7,000 replacement.
There you go. Less than $800 Canadian. You got yourself a console and a year worth of just infinite games.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I mean, I understand it if you're a miner, if you're an animation, you're doing something where like you can write this stuff off, you need it for your business, technology's getting bigger, it needs more. But for your everyday consumer, holy fuck me, man.
That's insane, bro.
Just crazy as hell. But hey,
remember
you got the money.
Remember when we built your last really powerful one when we were first getting bigger in streaming? Like way back in the day, we bought your 1080 Ti.
Yes.
That launched in Canada at like $600 or some shit.
Yeah,
and everyone back then were like, oh, because we were used to like high-end cards being like $500, $450.
Yeah, for a good graphics card.
We haven't even gone a decade into the future.
Nah, bro,
they're launching at $2,000.
1,600 US. Anyway,
hard pass.
Godspeed.
I'm hoping my graphics card does not explode.
You better
Please.
fucking pray. You better pray to the gods. You better You know what you should do? You should be preemptively buying a fucking graphics card on the market
right now, and putting it in a box in a room,
and inside the closet, and wait for the day your shit blows up. Because if not, you're gonna be left with a dick in your hand, going shit. I got no choice.
You want the follow-up 1-2 punch here? EVGA said NVIDIA is garbage to work with. So garbage, in fact, that they're leaving the graphics card game altogether. So the one company that you and I've been getting you EVGA cards for years, and myself included, because they're the best third-party fucking graphics card maker, period. The second being maybe Asus on a good day. They're gone. Bye-bye. Because
Crazy,
NVIDIA is so shat to fucking work with. They've literally get out the game.
Dude, in
now,
10 years, it's going to be, have a PC, it's going to be a $10,000 machine in 10 years.
That's to play Tetris, bro. We'll be playing 4K ray trace Tetris for $15,000.